Mhm.
Another thing that you kind of wear on your sleeve is your relationship with your
Mhm.
lady.
Mhm.
And you said in your music that the things that you were going through, it got so crazy to where you think that it contributed to the loss of a child.
Mhm.
How did that affect your artistry?
Mhm.
And how did it affect kind of like how you kind of proceeded in the relationship? Because I've gone through the same thing.
Hmm.
I'm gonna just tell you what happened with me first.
Yeah, okay.
I broke up with my old lady at the time, man. I broke up with my old lady. We weren't married then, and it was really on some. She want one thing, I want another, so we can't come to a compromise. So just fuck it, we're just gonna break it off.
Mhm.
And it just so happened at the time she was pregnant. And a lot of things happened during the time that we were broken up. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of things.
That
And
that might have affected something.
you dig what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And she inevitably had a miscarriage.
Mhm.
And I bared the brunt of that for so long. And I ain't tell nobody, I ain't talk to nobody about it or no shit like that. I just
Mhm.
was like, damn, this shit my fault. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And moving forward, it altered some decisions and jaded some judgment because I just kind of second guessed or questioned whether or not I was making the right decision, whether or not I was doing the right thing, whether I was doing it because I thought that this was the reason why this happened. You know what I mean? Second
Mhm.
guessing, third guessing, fourth guessing. Uh,
Right.
that's what happened to me.
I
But I
mean,
wasn't brave enough to talk about it. I didn't
whatever.
talk about it in my music. You did. So I just
Yeah.
want to know how similar of an experience did you have and what made you be brave enough to talk about it in your music?
Well, when I came to the conclusion making this album that like, okay, if it's my real purpose to help somebody, inspire somebody, motivate somebody, it's like I may have to sacrifice my privacy to an extent and talk about things that are uncomfortable for me. Like even when I was talking about my heart disease, that's something that I compartmentalized. And I remember a lot of my family being like, don't mention that. People might not want
Mm,
to do deals with you. They might look at you like you don't have a strong heart and all these type of things, or
mm,
like you can't handle certain things, or
right?
so I never talked about that. Or like even with this, it was something that's like, okay, I know there are a lot of people who have to deal with miscarriages and losing a child, and it was like as uncomfortable as it is and as relevant as it is, I don't hear it that much in music. And I was like, I at least I gotta put it out there for people who can relate to that and people who need to realize that they're not alone, or
Mm,
to feel that, because that's what you here to do. If you're here to entertain, here to inspire, I feel like I'm gonna have to sacrifice a lot of my privacy for my art and
right.
for the greater good. So that was the meaning behind it. And of course, in doing that though, it doesn't just involve me, it involved her too, but
Right.
it's something that I communicated and like, you know, talked about. It wasn't just like I sprung it out of nowhere, you
Right.
know.
And
And
it's almost like if you ask her and she says that she don't really have a problem with it, then you know what I'm saying, what do the opinions of others really mean?
yeah, yeah, and that's what it was, But it's definitely something that still is like definitely on me. So it's like I can't even really talk
It don't
about it.
go nowhere. It don't
Yeah,
go nowhere. It get better, but it don't
yeah,
disappear.